What's up, everybody? Sorry about that. Welcome to episode 4 of Dank Dungeon Chronicles. Our special guest tonight is Michelle Jordan, also known as @Vanity2. She's going to be coming here shortly. We already tried once, and there was a little bit of sound error, so she had to go back out and come back in. What's up, Jay? How's it going, bub? Some of the things I'm going to go ahead and throw out here before she gets in here for the show to start, which, Jay, since you're in here, you may as well know this too. I put a post out there earlier for each and every person who's been on the show or live in studio during the show. I'm sorry. Wow. Man, my good friends at Get Lit with Kit have made my stickers yet again. And now these are your limited edition Dank Dungeon stickers. And the only place you will be able to find these stickers is through me. I will get these particular stickers through Get Lit with Kit the entire time. That's the only way we're going to have these ones to go out. Now, we will be doing some Dank Dungeon, different memorabilia and things like that we are making currently. If you see my other post, which of course is, I'm just going to say this as it is, Jay, and if I'm wrong, please have her correct me, but it's going to be JANKEER, right? That is her new app. Please, by all means, you've got to go find her. She's the one who designed my Bongmaster Rob Bunny logo, and she's also currently designing the new Dank Dungeon logo, so it will be available in the shop too. Of course, we make this. There she is. How are you, Michelle?
Hello.
I can hear you now. That was what it was. It was Janky XXR. Please make sure you check her out too, because she's great with all this designing, just magic. She sent me the thing first. It was all like hand drawn out, and then the next day I got my sticker, sent it straight over to Get Lit with Kit. And I know you guys have seen them because a lot of you guys already have those. But remember,
Granddaddy?
And Michelle, if you missed it, I think as soon as you came in, you will be one of the ones that get the limited edition Dank Dungeon sticker. The only way to get this particular sticker is to be on this show. That is it. And also, everyone who's over here in the chat right now, I'm going to be trying to keep up with the chat at all times because she is running through her cell phone. So I'm going to keep putting these up there so the rest of you can see these, and we'll try to answer them as we go on. So, might as well start out with what are you smoking, because I see you packing something.
What is it? Oh, it's Granddaddy, Purple Granddaddy.
Nice. Got a good flavor to it?
It does. It's very nice. Most importantly, it gets me very high.
That is the most important thing.
It's what I look for.
And people ask me all the time, what's your favorite strain? I don't know. I like weed.
That's right.
I mean, I really can't tell you what I'm smoking right now. Mine is, I know, a hybrid, but it's a homegrown hybrid. So I don't know what particular plant it came off of or anything like that. Yeah. You got quite a few people in here saying hi to you.
Hello, hello.
Little Blaze, you got Jay and Mr. Roper, which is at 420 Arcade. And as you can see on the bottom.
Glad you can make it. I hope to catch you on Twitch.
Yeah, he does have his live show later on this evening. Make sure if you're out and about or you want something to do, go on Twitch, find him at 420 Arcade. He and I is the one who are going to go to try to get this funding to go to Niagara Falls for 420 to have for that big convention thing. So everybody who's watching now, you can see the little ticker run across the bottom. That is a website through Jay where you can get my merchandise, his merchandise, and I think like 8 other people. I know there's Teratokes and there's a few of them that are in there that I haven't went all the way through them yet, but I can't wait. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So where have you been to be high like that? You ever went to a massive event?
I've gone to several, actually. I go to Burning Man quite a bit.
And that's where you told me earlier you got is that a jacket or blanket?
This is a jacket.
From Burning Man. Check that.
Yes. It was actually it actually belonged to a friend of mine. Diesel is his playa name, his name out in the desert. Mm-hmm. And it was made for him and 17 other original lamp players. What's going on, Forbidden Fruit? See if I mean no. See what I mean? If you're talking, don't worry about what I say. I'm just going to comment to these guys because it's going to be. It gets confusing for a little bit. Yeah, no, but they made it for him, and then he ended up giving it to me at a local event. Wow. And he just ended up letting me keep it. I went to return it to him in the desert, and he was like, "No, that's okay." So every year after that, I just teased him like, "If you want it, you can just take it off." And I'm topless postal server, so there usually wasn't anything else on.
Everybody else catch that? Anybody? I caught it. That was topless postal service. I can't even get my mail to run consistently the same time 2 days in a row. And you're out there delivering topless.
Well, it's pretty awesome actually, because out at Burning Man, it's actually a city, and for like 1 week a year, we're legitimately a city. So we're the third
Wow.
largest city in Nevada during that period.
Shit.
And we actually have 3 different postal codes, zip codes at this point. We've gotten so big out there. It's the Black Rock City Post Office. They are on Twitter
Wow.
if you want to check them out. Hashtag BRC or Burning Man. You can find them anywhere
There
there.
you
Check
go,
it
buddy.
out. And you'll find a lot of other things that are associated with it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, we get our postal code. We do different themes every year for Burning Man. And the post office would do themes in line with that. The first year I went out with Psyche. And each window we did a different postal theme. So there was like crazy, there was neurotic, there was, totally postal.
Right.
And then there was me, and I was like, well, what can I do? I'm new here. And I was like, I know, I'm not wearing a topless postal service. 1 week a year,
May
you
as
can
well.
not just go to a government facility, but go to a government facility and get topless service.
I love it. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got to shout at people and
Was
like
that something you did every year, or do you still continually go out every year? Or
I haven't been since 2013. I was gonna go back, but then COVID hit.
well, yeah,
And then
because
they didn't
you're in
have it again
Delaware.
until
You're in Delaware now.
Delaware.
That's a long haul.
It is. It's a very long haul.
But definitely worth it though.
And we have a friend who lives in right outside of Reno and Sparks.
Mm-hmm.
So we would stay with him before and after, and we go out early and we go out late. We stay out late, so we'd help set up and we'd help break down and we'd help clean up the desert. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna smoke.
This is my Friday night, and it's after I spent a bunch of time with a child, so I haven't been smoking. I'm gonna
double up on my Simply Orange jug here. It's always badass. I love it. I really do. It's fun. You can pull one time and then it like sucks to your face, and then when it releases, it pulls again for you. That's why I have the tape around there. Besides that, it scratches shit on your face when you try to do it without it.
Yeah, right. I was gonna do a bong hit with you, but apparently the head broke, and I did not know. So you were gonna have to do the bong hits for me today. I don't think that'll be a problem.
Your ass better go find you a pop can or something.
I know. Fortunately, we have a friend who owns a record shop that's also a head shop. It's pretty easy to get replacements. I just didn't know.
I'm gonna get these started first. Also, we're gonna have a little surprise for you guys here in a little bit if you hang out for a while. Will you please tell me the name of that song again that your friends play?
My friends play a song called "I Like Getting Drunk When I'm Stoned." They will be playing it later on.
They'll be on here doing it.
Yes, they will be live, and they will enjoy it very much. And I hope you will too. It's very fun to listen to. And
the only way to tell you exactly what time that will be is depending on how high she gets. And then she finally goes, "Okay, guys, you're gonna have to start talking. I can't find my feet." So when that happens, if not, we'll schedule.
Please, questions, comments. If you want to know something about me,
I'm trying to keep up with them. Hang on.
I can tell you many stories.
Feel free. You told me you tried growing one time.
I did. I didn't just try. I succeeded. I did grow. It was back in college, and it actually is a weird story how I ended up. I had a boyfriend who was kind of crazy, and he decided that one day while I was out at school, he would just turn our closet into a grow room. So when he decided not to do anything with it 3 days later, I took over the project. I ended up growing, saving like 3 really good plants.
Oh, shit.
I ended up having to move before they were ready to be harvested. I had to get a U-Haul just to move them to the new house.
Hold on. I'm listening, I promise. I'm trying.
I know. Smooth.
You have a question here up here. Venom asked if you like to go to festivals.
I do. I'm not the typical festival goer though. Like I go to Burning Man and all the party music, it puts me to sleep. Like I don't really enjoy it to dance to. I enjoy it to sit to, listen to, and close my eyes. I think it's a better trip and it's easier. I do love to dance, but That part of it isn't so much fun. I like the socialization. I like the people that are out there. I like the bands. Like I got to see Crystal Method out at Burning Man.
Really?
Ben and Jerry were out there giving us ice cream. The second year I was there.
That'd be badass.
That was pretty awesome.
Before I bump the comments real quick, ATL Falcon is really looking forward to the live band tonight. So please let the guys know that at least there'll be one other than you and I in here watching. So
they are here. They
better believe.
Through this joint. You can.
Hey, feel free to pop them in and introduce them if you want. It's all right. I mean, that's what it's for. That's why this is called.
And you can, if you want, check them out anytime you want on YouTube. If you look up Homesick Billy and the B-Side Band, is the name of their band.
Did you guys hear that? What I'm going to do later.
Oh, no, I always say it wrong. Go ahead.
What I'm going to do is I'll have her send me the message in a little bit, and I will make sure the next test. Wow, I'm high. The next post that I put out on Twitter, I will be sure and tag them in it because we want everybody to know where they can find them. Of course, if they're going to play on here. So feel free. And if, like what I'm saying, you guys you're passing around there. If they want to jump behind you, introduce themselves, feel free.
If you'd like to introduce yourself, pop your head in. I don't think they're ready yet.
That's all right. Well, if they can hear me, my name is Bongmaster Rob, and I am in the dank dungeon right now. The name
let me take my headphone out for a minute.
Hey, that's probably how they could hear it better.
Yeah, they would hear us very well.
Wow.
The headphone out. I just didn't want it to interfere. I wanted to
you're
hear
good.
you.
You're good.
All right, give me a second to let it disconnect.
Okay. I think you're disconnected.
I can't hear you yet.
You can't hear me either.
There you are.
Hey guys, I'm Bongmaster Rob, and where I'm at right now in my studio here in my house, it's called the Dank Dungeon. So I decided to start doing this show called the Dank Dungeon Chronicles. And each chronicle is, each time I invite somebody on here, I want to hear about their stoner songs, their stoner movie, their stoner place, where the first time they got stoned, how their reactions were from it. And my game is trying to shoot for everybody in the state. So anytime you guys feel comfortable enough to jump in, please feel free. And all of us are looking forward to hearing you guys in a little bit. Guys, single, girl, please, whatever it is. I'm so sorry because I can't see you, so I can't specifically say,
They're
debating on who's gonna say hello first.
Hear my story about we?
No, they just want to introduce yourself and
my
say.
My name's Weevil.
Everybody
here?
Well, if you think I can't hear it, make sure you say it louder so you can hear the transition.
Weevil. My burner name's Weevil.
Weevil?
I'm also named Marvelous Mike in the band.
Marvelous Mike, sweet. Okay, that was 2 or 3. How many people? Where'd you go?
There's one more.
So you?
Yeah, there's only 2 of us here tonight.
Oh, okay.
I'm Crazy Craig, creator of Homesick Billy and the B-Side Band. I write songs, lyrics, and play keyboards, and try my best to sing.
Well, make sure that if you guys do have a Twitter page that you have her tag it in the post that we're putting out here, and we'll spread the word about you. I have my YouTube page, so I'll make sure my next post is up there for this as well, so they can find you on YouTube as well. Really looking forward to it.
Excellent.
As you can tell, I got to smoke out of my Simply Orange jug again. Give me a minute.
Go for it. I think it's crazy all that giant apparatus you use, man. I really want to know how you got into a giant apparatus.
Oh my God.
When you're done.
Oh, I'm going to be doing this one in a minute too. You better believe it. Got to put the astronaut helmet on. Right, Crystal.
The craziest thing I've ever done, there's 2 things that I've done that are a little bit, in my opinion, crazy. And that's somebody had this gravity bomb they made out of these big 5-gallon paint bucket type things. And it was triple layered. It took a whole room almost to filter it out. He brewed meat or something, so he got really into it. The
How's it going, Crystal? Brett,
steamroller.
Brett, Heather, Venom, all you guys, how's it going? You're talking. I'm just telling these guys hi. All the ones on the right-hand side. You're good. That's what I was meaning beforehand. I was just, while you're talking, I'm not going to try to talk over you so they can hear you too, but I just want to keep them involved. You're good.
I can talk a lot, but
I don't want to ramble either. This is the
Hey.
first time I've ever done anything like this.
Okay, well, this is my fourth show. Granted, I do videos all the time. I'm sure you've seen them on there. I've got like 1,300 videos on YouTube, but I also have more on Twitter because Twitter is a lot more lenient than what YouTube is. You can't, it's either way. Don't feel free to just blow out at any time.
I'm gonna put my headphone back in so I can hear you better.
Well, I don't want you to put it back in. Put it back in.
I want to hear.
Oh. I'm just picking. Yes, and by the way, everyone, please make me again.
There you are.
There you are. I can hear you now again. Okay, Michelle, you can't read this, of course, because you're on your phone. We have a question from Venom. It says, "What is your favorite bud?" So, what would be your favorite go-to? I had a trivia question on the second episode of what is my go-to bud for just everything, and I would give my last dime for it, which is Super Lemon Haze. Is there one out there that you've smoked that you just every time you see it or think about it or you smell it or you think you might smell it, think, "Oh God, there's that one again. I really want that one."
Which one do I always love?
That's funny.
Name.
You're a stoner when you have to ask somebody else, "What's your favorite kind of weed that you like to smoke?"
What kind do I always say? Packmore.
That is it. I love that. That is fucking awesome.
Currently,
in the last 7 months or the last 3 months?
as long as possible.
Well,
As far back as possible.
as far back as possible, you like some purple gorilla.
Purple Gorilla. Apparently, for the last 7 months,
I don't think I've ever tried that.
Purple Gorilla more than anything else. But you know what? In a state like Delaware, how could I never ever put a lot of stock in what they told me the name of something was? Ever. So I just say to what is my favorite kind of weed? Really, really tasty, smells good, indica weed that I can still do shit on or fall asleep to and helps my anxiety and pain.
And I
That's
love
my
you.
favorite kind.
I think I'm the only weirdo in this area that rolls his windows down and turns the heater on when he drives by after somebody has hit a skunk. Because I'm serious.
Well,
People are like, "How in the world can you deal with that smell of skunk?" Like, that is okay. Or I'd be at work. It was funny. I work with a lot of the guys that are probably popping up over here on the right hand side right now. If not, somebody's related to them. It was a plastics plant. So when you opened up one end of the building and the other, there was a huge draft through there. Well, we would go outside and smoke. And depending on where you were located at outside, either we'd have to lie and say somebody hit a skunk out on the highway, or I don't know, it must be some good bud coming from back here. I'm the same way. Before I started doing this with all this strange shit, I don't even know what that is. Yeah. I mean, I can pick something up. I got a bag right now. Well, I'm sorry. I have a non-prescription carrying case for this ounce that I have. It doesn't have a name. I know it can tell you what it smells like. It has a very earthy, piney smell. Like you could tell that it's like fresh out of the ground. It doesn't potting soil like it was outdoors. There's a little bit of floral and some sort of citrus. I don't know what that is. So I'd have to try to sample that. That's the only reason why I know Super Lemon Haze. Because
here's what I do.
Hey, I jar it too.
And I label them. I put the name on it
when I
first get it. And I'm gonna move the phone for a minute so I can show you this. All right, let's see.
Exactly right.
And I save a certain amount from every kind I get so that I can have a library. And it works out pretty well. It stays there for a while. And then I have a good variety and I never have to smoke the same kind twice.
See, that's my problem. On average, what do you think you smoke a day? I mean, not like you're in a competitive smoking ring. Even if you're by yourself, what is your normalcy?
It depends on the day of the week, honestly, because I watch my nephew. He's 10 years old. Okay, well, we'll do this then. We'll give you, say, a Saturday all day from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. You are 100% free. It's a 100% free day. I will start smoking within the first 45 minutes or so. Okay. And then probably every 45 minutes after that,
So
I'm
by the
sorry,
end of
I'm
the
Italian.
no,
I
you're
talk
good.
with
By
my
the end of the
paw.
night, what do you think? I talk with my hands too, but I'm not Italian. I don't know why, but it's funny because dogs don't like me because they think I'm going to attack them or something. Like, yeah, try to stand like this. Um,
I'm very good with animals. My dad and I both have a gift. He had a pet squirrel when he was a kid for like 2 months until it bit my grandmother on the hand when she was hanging up laundry. She made him get rid of it.
right,
Pretty crazy story, but a pet squirrel is a little extreme even for me. Sorry, tangent. Hi. It's
man.
my
I
Friday night. I
I
finally
watch.
not with a kid. My Saturday night is my Saturday night.
Well, hell yeah. Hey, you do you. So okay, well, what do you think though? If you were to start that morning and smoke like you would want to throughout the day, not saying you're having a party, not saying just normal routine. So if you get into say playing a game and you know how much you smoke if you play a game, or if you start even playing
I guess it would be
solitaire.
up to an eighth at
Wow.
this point, up to an eighth maybe in a day.
Um,
And that's on a heavy day.
I'm a
Probably a lot
fucking
less than
lush.
that most days. But I only
Wow.
really smoke heavily. Well, is it a day? How much is it? I don't know. I
Okay. Well,
He's saying half an eighth. I guess I'm smoking it with another person.
okay.
So
My daily routine, which is
okay.
it makes me feel really bad now.
No, if I could, I used to smoke a shit ton more,
I,
but my
I
life
smoke
is a
a
little
half ounce a
different
day.
now.
I smoke at a minimum half ounce a day. I get an ounce every 2 days.
How much do I smoke in a day? Honestly,
If
half
they
an
get
eighth.
half an eighth, well, tell me what I smoke a half of an ounce a day. Can you hear me?
I've smoked. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
A
No, I
half
mean
ounce
them.
a
I don't know
day.
if they could
No.
hear me too. I mean, do they partake in the way you do? So like with the
Uh,
three of you there, would an eighth survive the night
okay.
with you
Yeah,
guys?
yeah, definitely. Well, would an eighth survive the night with all of us? No, no.
But do you drink though too?
On
You got
occasion, yes.
okay.
On
Well, it's like
occasion.
I
I
don't
didn't
drink.
for a really long time because I took medication, but my doctor retired. I
Right.
went off all my medication like end of May. So yeah, now I can drink every once in a while on the weekends.
Now I do have a lot of friends that drink and smoke at the same time, and then I used to do it too, and it would really get me fucked up like really really fast. But
I
now
used to bartend.
I did too.
And I bartended somewhere where it was very marijuana friendly. It
I
was a
I
family.
bartended somewhere where it wasn't topless, but I bartended. I promise.
Yeah, no, it wasn't topless there either, but we did dance in the bar on occasion. On occasion.
Okay, little Blaze Williams said he smokes an ounce in a week.
I used to smoke that much at a point
Man, I
with
feel like
another, but again with another person.
wow. That really, I mean, doesn't make me feel kind of makes you feel weird because I still have to get one more part for my car because I'm about to shove this thing out into fucking traffic. It's driving me nuts. So I asked Daniel to stop by the gas station to pick me up some. I like to smoke in the cones because I can't roll for shit. I can do those really quick. He comes in. He didn't ask me for weed. I give him weed because if my philosophy is if I have, you have. So if I was to be
Yeah.
invited at your house right now and I had an eighth in my pocket, no, we all had an eighth in our pocket to smoke. I've always been that way.
Well, I just started hanging out with people again and socializing again a lot in the past like 2 years. I guess most people did because of COVID, but I had been a little like closed off on myself and depressed for a while before
Right.
COVID. And I had just been starting to get out of it. And then COVID hit and I couldn't do anything about it.
Gotcha.
So, and now, like I said, I watch my nephew like 4 days a week. So 3 days a week, I have a lot of fun.
I know that to me, sometimes if I have one more person in the house that is smoking, I won't smoke as much because like I'm feeding off their high.
Yeah,
It's
really.
yeah, it's really weird. It's like of course, I always stand up when I first start smoking. For instance, the video we had on last night after the show, when I had friends stop by right after where we all had masks on. We had already smoked like 4 joints and passed around 3 or 4 vapes before it ever got started that way. So, I mean, I was so fucking high that I sat down after they left, and I don't think I smoked anything for the next 3 hours. That's how high I was. How's it going, Doc? Thanks for showing up today. Appreciate it.
I also use hallucinogens a lot. Like the first drug I ever did was LSD. It was
Do
the
you
only
like
drug I
it?
had interest in. And I had interest in it because they taught us very, very little about it in health class. They taught us like
Right.
chapters on every other drug and alcohol. And
Exactly.
there were literally 3 sentences in one paragraph that covered LSD, mushrooms, mescaline, peyote, and there was one other one that was like super minor.
Quaalude.
And
Was it a
it was
Quaalude?
it was I can't remember at this point because I'm high. Very
There
high.
you go.
Okay, but I do remember thinking immediately because my parents are in recovery, so I never had interest in doing anything, any kind of drug or alcohol. And as soon as I read those three sentences, I said, "That's what I want." 2 weeks after I turned 18, I found LSD. I fell in love. Like every 3 days, I did it for like a good 3 months, and then I did go in on a bag of good weed with a couple of friends, got high. My
Nice.
first experience with marijuana was I tripped for like 4 hours. It
I
set
threw
off.
up at my first one.
Oh, my friend gave me peanut butter, the asshole. Oh, he was such an asshole. And I love to eat peanut butter off a spoon. The motherfucker gave it to me, and he wouldn't give me milk
You
or
you
water.
can't do that with somebody's high. They got cotton chops.
I
No,
didn't
you
even
can't
think
do
about
that.
it because I didn't have cotton mouth. So I didn't think about it. Oh, he was such a motherfucker.
Oh, okay, I got a question. Are you high or are you fucking toasted?
I don't know. Probably I don't know. What's the difference to you?
Look at my shirt. That's the difference.
That's cute. I love it. I think
This
I
is
saw something like that online. Maybe
there's
you.
one at Spencer's. That's where this shirt came from. And right after I got it, a lot of the guys that I hang out with on here and girls, they all were saying like, I know that Bob Canifuse, the one who does all the cooking, he's got one. He lives out in somewhere out in Washington. So it was like 4 of us all across the country. I'm pretty sure King Lucky's got one. I'm not 100% where he's at. It was like $12. Now I did get a sticker made that, of course, I modified it just a little bit. Let me move my finger there, where you can't see the shit. I hate this backward shit. That there. I put an asterisk in it instead of the U, so it wasn't kind of like copyright infringement. But they
I
didn't.
like it.
They didn't turn out as well as everything else did. And I really liked them. So, but I sent 3 more logos today to Get Lit with Kit, the ones who's done these stickers for me right now. So I'm going to have different releases of them. And I'm thinking about doing that one again because this shirt, I mean, it's just fucking crazy. A toaster with weed popping out, instead of having toast. Now, here's one on here. Do you try mushrooms?
Yeah, I have some right now.
Well, I was on live last night by myself, but 2 nights ago, whenever 420 Arcade was on here, Jay, did you notice what he had on top of his pizza? He actually ground
Yeah,
up
I
his own
did.
mushrooms.
I did.
He
I
really
actually noticed when it started to kick in.
Now I get those Azu bars. It's called, I think it's what it is, AZU. Maybe it's Azura. It's a mushroom bar, and it's got like 21 little squares on it.
I just know people who grow them.
Oh, well, I don't grow them. I get the bars. I do like the bars.
I've never been to a weed bar, never been to a
No,
mushroom
it's
bar.
a candy bar.
Oh, candy bar.
Candy
I've never
bar.
had them. I've made
Well,
them.
have
Oh
you?
no, I've had chocolates out in the desert. I've had mushroom chocolates out in the desert.
The
People
company
made
that
them and brought them.
the company that I tried the one time, I wish I had a package back here. I usually keep them all together so I can show them off. There are 21 microdoses, and it shows you on the back on how to go about doing it. So if you want a small little body high, eat 3. If you want such and such, eat 6. If you want something else, eat 9. But make sure that 9 is like in a 2-hour period, and don't eat any more. I was down to 3 left before I read that in the back of that fucking package.
Huh.
Yep.
I just think it's awesome that you can get mushrooms.
Well,
Like we can't.
I know a guy.
Okay.
That's where I don't even care anymore. I'm sure everybody else out here who has watched things on like the Discovery Channel or History Channel, things like that, and they show contraband and whatnot. Well, they had a special one night when I was watching it, and it shows how these dispensaries really make their money. For instance, in California, they would rather pay their whatever tax fee penalty it would be for having too much of a certain kind of weed than they would to not have that license. And then they would sell 10 times the amount to places like My Guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They were making so much more money off selling for, say, $1,300 a pound for weed But in order for them to sell that for £1,300 to get that much profit in California, they would have to sell it for like $3,800 for that same pound because of all the taxes that they were doing.
Yeah.
So I've probably technically smoked all the same shit that these people were getting from our licensed dispensaries because they look the same. You can tell the way they're processed. You can tell the way the keef breaks off or the crystals that are on them. But mine just don't come in pretty bottles anymore. They used to.
Yeah.
But if I could go to the dispensary and come out with less than an ounce and spent roughly $550, I'm at $450 right now through where I get mine at, and I've got 3 ounces in me from 3 days ago. So
Yeah. Now I'm a girl.
it's a no-brainer anymore. I mean, it really is.
I'm a girl. I don't really pay for hallucinogens.
Jay, comment on this again. Jay said he's doing Bigfoot and chocolate frosty tonight. So Bigfoot is some sort of mushroom that he's put in his chocolate frosty. So
very nice.
I don't know. There's 2 strains of mushrooms people get, right? Like one of them starts with a P and the other one starts with something else.
Yeah. What are the strains of mushrooms, son? Hold on. Let me put you on speaker because my other half is here and he's much
might have
better
answered me.
schooled than these. He would have some answers for you on mushrooms. Hold on.
Blue. He said blue.
Hold on. And speak so I can.
Now you got it. I was just waiting for you to
There you
close it.
are.
Psilocybin
He
Zorin.
has a question for you.
What?
He has a question
Yeah,
for you.
he was starting to answer. The one starts with a C and one starts with a P. What are the 2? I
Two
think.
types of mushrooms. One starts with a C and one starts with a P.
Cubensis.
Cubensis and
Psilocybin Zorin,
That's
Psilocybin
good.
Science, Psilocybin Cubensis, Psilocybin Mexicana, Psilocybin Welli. There's 5
The
major kinds of
first one.
psilocybin.
The first one is the kind that I've had. That's what was in the bars that I was getting.
I think he might. Did he answer your question?
Yes, he did. Very well.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out what they were called because the very first name that he said, that particular type of strain of mushroom, that's what came in those Azu or Azor bars
Yeah,
that I was
Zorins. Yeah, they're wood
The
lovers.
Zorins.
Yeah.
Those things.
I've actually grown them. It's very much fun to
Really?
grow mushrooms. It's a lot.
I'd be afraid to because if I had that much shit to eat around, I just keep eating them. I know I would. That's why I don't do good with edibles. I'm a fat guy.
It
You
did become a
can't give
problem.
me
I
edibles.
won't lie. It did become a problem. Microdosing became a thing, and we were like, "Oh, we were doing something right all along."
Well, when I had 4 of those bars and the microdose was each square, and I was eating 2 bars within like a 4-hour period, I realized there's no wonder my stomach hurt, or I can't eat, or I'm laying in cramps like I'm on my period for the very first time over in the corner in fetal position, kind of shit. So I had to back off of them for a little while. Yeah,
Hey, I'm really stoned, and this is my Saturday night. Would anybody be offended if I smoke a cigarette?
I'm going to smoke one in just a minute too. I don't care.
Oh,
That was
thank
one thing that
God.
I said it too. I mean, I know that people will be offended by what I smoking that on there, but I'm sorry, I'm not.
No, I am trying to quit. I am.
I'm smoking this right now. You can't tell what it is. I just say I roll my own.
I do know the one joint walked away, but I still have one.
We have another couple ones here.
I don't know if I'm gonna light it. I'll be honest. I might not follow the conversation if I smoke anymore right now.
Have you tried any of the vapes or anything like that? Like the ones that I feel
When other people have had them, but I'm on a budget. So I've tried dab. I've tried, I've definitely smoked hash oil, stuff like that.
never have either one, I don't think.
But I don't know. It's not
Wow.
worth the drive into Jersey. It's not really worth the drive into Jersey to get a vape and try it and have it not work right.
Well, right now, Jay just put on here, he's having shrooms on a Baconator.
A Baconator? Like a sandwich?
Yeah, from Wendy's. He says shrooms on a Baconator. Oh, would be just fine. Yeah, you're right. It would be. Go get me one, damn it.
I used to, in college, when I was really broke, I used to put them on Elia's Pizza even if I had nothing else. Don't ever make the mistake of putting them in with your stuffing. Too much food. Too much food.
That's funny.
I made that mistake once. It was all I had.
You were talking
Rock
about
was something better.
You were talking about a gravity bong earlier. Is it the kind that they would put like in a tote and then pull the jug out of the center of it?
Yes, but these like big ass 5-gallon buckets, and there were like 6 of them, all done up with hoses and shit.
Wow.
It was super complicated. He had to give directions every time we took a hit.
Check this thing out. This is a gravity bong. It's called the Mariner, and it's kind of the same setup that you pull it up this way as you're going. But I've seen the ones that you would use, like you're saying, and then I've also seen the ones that people look use something like the size of a kiddie pool, and then flip over the big water jugs like I use for my astronaut helmet, and that's how they're hitting out of it, like 4 or 5 people at one time. Like, damn, that would fucking be killer.
I've seen
That was a shout out to Mr. Doodle right there because he sent me that. That's the Mariner gravity ball. That thing is straight badass.
I really like that. I'm super impressed with all the shit people make now. Very, very impressed. I wish it existed back in the day.
Right, and there you can find anything anymore. Some of the things that you see that people have, just like the quick connects where they don't even have to breathe into it. They can push a button and the pump pumps everything up into that reservoir for them, and then they're just ready to go.
It kind of makes me laugh because I think about the scene in Half Baked where the guy Stephen Baldwin, I think it is under the guard. He's telling him all these ways to jury wig a bowl, and I'm like, Jesus, they're selling that shit now, like practical. I mean,
right?
Not quite that, but they really are. Like the things they have come up with just blow my mind.
I know.
I wish I'd hit the lottery so I could buy most of them. They're super fun.
I have one over there that is. Hang on a minute. I was thinking about designing it, but of course you'd have to get a patent first before you could ever attempt it. I'll be 2 seconds away. I know you can still hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Here is I'm too poor to go buy a really big rig to make me a nice pipe. So I taped a funnel on the end of a 2-liter RC bottle, and I have a hole in the end of it.
Okay.
Hang on. We can keep talking. If I can get it open, I'm going to put.
What should I talk about? Questions, comments?
Talk about whatever you want to. Continue talking about.
Well, does anybody have any questions or comments who's listening in? Like,
Tech 9 says, "What's up?"
I talk a lot when I get high.
Do you dab? Well, you said that, or you started to say that. Do you like dab, say, on regular, or do you like to dab, or do dab?
I did for a while, out of necessity at one point, but it kind of, in my opinion, it kind of isn't worth it because then you have to smoke so much more weed afterwards to get the same high.
That was where I ran in. I knew I felt like I was on crack the first time I tried it. And I mean, it was a super sativa kind of jumping around the house type thing. I don't like that.
Yeah. I didn't like that speediness either that I got with most of it.
My finger stuck. Trying to pop the little popper out, couldn't get the fucking move.
I have to tell you, you're weird as shit, and that's part of the reason I decided to listen to and watch your show. I enjoy it very much.
And you want to hear the craziest? I'm sure since you've been watching it from the beginning, what was the trivia question? What was my very first Twitter handle? Let's get weird. There's a reasoning for that.
I sent you the beam.
I'm
fucking weird. Let's get weird. I said it in one of the retweets. I was like, let's get weird with Rob.
I am weird as shit. Because a friend of mine used that phrase. He just said he wanted to call it "Let's get weird." So every time I want to get high, go get weird. Oh yeah, let's get weird. So I'm gonna.
What are some good stories we could share with these guys?
Well, we could share the story about why we wrote.
Check this out real quick. Hey.
Oh, would you like to hear the story behind why these guys wrote the song?
Yes. Can I show you this first?
Yes.
I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on the big screen so you don't see us. I'm gonna take you out of screen for 1 second. Okay. Hang on. Oh, it should watch this. Hang on. I'm tying it too tight.
Is that something you made?
Yep. Hold on. You guys been in common everyday funnel. 2-liter RC bottle, drill your hole in it. Put you.
Super sorry. I laugh a little like Fran Drescher when I'm stoned. I said I'm super sorry. I sound a little like Fran Drescher when I laugh when I'm stoned.
I've heard worse. Trust me. I've heard. No, you're fine, really. I love it. That's what it's for. You know, I mean, you got to get funny when you get high.
Yeah, I gotta cut loose. I mean, I get to cut loose a lot anyway, because when you hang out with kids, you pretty much get to act high all the time.
You know what? And it just makes you wonder, though, how many guys, girls, whatever, do you know, when you start to hear them laugh when they're stoned, they go, and make the weirdest fucking noises. That's why I think I feed off highs. Like right now, I haven't smoked nearly as much as I did the last hour, but when we're talking, I see you smoking. Everybody on the side over here is communicating with their points, and it just makes me feel like we're at a stoner party kind of thing.
Yeah,
I like the camaraderie in the middle of it.
I enjoy it. You're just like another person sitting down here.
Right. Even though I'm in Ohio and you're in Delaware?
Newark, Delaware.
Thanks for joining. Newark, Delaware.
Yeah, University of Delaware alumni.
Nice.
I actually studied film history. So when I'm
Wow.
on Twitter, I'm in the horror a lot because I did my thesis on
That was one of my questions I was going to have for you tonight. Was I noticed that when you kept sharing out today, like whatever our post was, your hashtags were that. Yeah. And I was wondering your interest in it. If it was
and Block of Horror, you should follow Block of Horror. They're the first podcast I started to follow ever. And I only started following them like 2 weeks before Christmas. And now I'm doing this. So I feel like I'm moving fast.
Heck yeah.
I'm a fast girl at the party.
Thanks for stopping in, Sith Kitten. It's good to see you. And I will see you next week. I was on the comments on the side. Sith Kitten jumped in. Oh, hang on. I forgot. I hit the wrong button. My bad, if you can read it. She says meowdy. I'm going to have her on the show later on hopefully this week, if everything can line out right between her show and my show and whatnot. I've also got a couple other people coming out. I've got, I'm not going to tell you yet. I got a surprise show coming on Tuesday.
Really? Good.
Yes, it's going to be a duo, and it's going to be 4:20 Eastern Standard Time on, 4:20 p.m.
Perfect.
What I was trying to do was from now on, I'm going to start the shows like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Unless, like, for instance, where we're at now, just hit, a pop-up show real quick. I noticed that a lot of my friends on here, they do their normal shows on Saturday. So our draw might not be as best as what it would be any other time. Of course, that's why Jay's in here. He'll probably jump out shortly because I think his show starts at 9. Sith Kitten, she also does streaming online through Twitch as well. She had a show last night, but she jumped in back and forth with us. But I'm not good with Twitch. I tried it once, even like trying to upload stuff to it through my PlayStation. I don't know. I can't do it. Have you?
I got on it only because my nephew watches Snake Discovery on YouTube, and it's actually a really great educational, fun. A couple rescues all these snakes and hatches eggs, and so I follow them, and we can watch their alligator or their crocodile or whatever live in the zoo. Mm-hmm. That's about it. Like I've tried to get on and follow things, but I play video games. I love Legend of Zelda. It's my favorite game in the world. My dad used to love it when he'd get off from work. He worked for the railroad. And if we had a snow day, he would wake us up like earlier than school. And he was like, you have off. You have to call the neighbors down the street. And you have to get both of them to come and tell the older brother to bring the magazine with the cheat codes. Because we're going to go away and flip the game today. Tell their parents I'm ordering pizza. And like they come to my house. My parents were pretty cool. They were pretty cool. I have to say that.
I 100% agree with you. I love that. And what I'm going to do tonight with our show is we're going to run for an hour show tonight because it is Saturday night.
Okay.
And we have about 20 minutes left.
Okay.
So if the guys feel up to their highness, if they want to introduce themselves.
Yeah, man.
Or tell us.
We're ready.
Hey, did you want to tell us the story first on how they come up with that song before we
take the chair and tell the story? Real quick.
I can come forward or I can tell from here.
You can come over to this chair.
Okay.
I'm going to give him the chair, okay?
Okay, that's great.
The chair. Get on the chair.
Join us, damn it. Join us.
Sorry, I didn't mean to stick my butt in your face.
I want to warn you, I'm about half deaf, so I'll try my best to hear you clearly. So anyhow, I believe you'll appreciate the topic of this song. This is a song I wrote for my old friend Sam, both Sam and for his lady friend and soon-to-be wife Diane. Now, Sam was a man who was known as the King of Cannabis. The King of Cannabis in Clay County.
Sweet.
At least until lady friend Diane informed him you're taking things a little too far, a little too extreme, and you're going to have to mend your ways. She finally laid down the law and said, this cannabis kick has got to go. You've taken it to an insane extreme. And you have to understand her perspective. I mean, Sam was a man who would fire up a joint, and before the joint was finished, he had rolled up the next. And as soon as one was extinguished, he was firing up the next.
Man, I love it. I love that.
I mean, we're talking the king of chain smoking.
Sweet.
At least those lady friend finally laid down the law, which is where this song comes into play.
That is awesome. What is the name? Do you guys have a group name that you have?
We are Homesick Billy and the B-Side Band.
Everybody ever catch that? If not, you can replay it in a little bit, and I will be sharing it later after. And what is the name of the song one more time?
The song is entitled, I Like Getting Drunk When I'm Stoned. You can also call it, I Like Getting Stoned When I'm Drunk.
I'm ready to hear that.
The chorus both ways, the story takes both positions.
I am so ready to hear that. That sounds just freaking awesome. I can't wait to hear it. If you guys are set up and you want to, feel free.
Do you want to move the piano here?
The piano it is. What?
Can you bring the can you bring this around?
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do, well,
It's not easier work.
you bumped it. Okay, what I'll do is whenever they go live to play, I will give you the screen. So it won't be split screen anymore. Everybody out here will be just seeing you guys on the screen itself.
Okay.
That way, it makes it wider so you can see more of what's going on behind you, kind of thing.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm being blocked by. Let me move this. Oh, no.
I don't drink anymore either, Venom, but I'll get double stoned too. But I really want to hear this song. I mean, this is going to be.
The papers that are
Well, if any of you guys are out there right now, make sure you listen to this. This is going to be something, and we're going to share it again tonight as soon as it's run through. And I am going to take myself out of the stream. Well, I'm not going to stream. You'll still be able to hear it, I think, but they're going to have the screen to run me through.
Yes, I wrote this about 25 years ago.
25-year-old song. This isn't a new song. It's not a new song.
Okay.
I'm not.
I need a
What's my going just yet?
Right near your feet. The water.
I'll be here for a minute. I promise.
Just fix it.
That's I got the fuel pump in, but the fuel pump wasn't the problem. Now it ends up being a fuel injector pressure control valve. So that sucks. Doc, you're getting toasty. Where'd you go, Michelle?
Are you ready?
Ready.
No.
All right.
No, not yet. Michelle, you took the camera off. There it is. There's the camera. She had her finger over the camera. All right, I'm going to give you guys a screen.
Okay. This is I Like Getting Drunk When I'm Stoned. Going out to Sam and Diane from Clay County.
There you go. I'm trying to get you in position. Hold on. Can you see him?
Yep, they're great. You got them in the whole screen, and everybody can see the whole screen. I took it off split screen, so you're good.
All right.
Whenever you guys are ready.
Quick version.
Okay. If I transpose, no, I'm in the key of C. Sorry, technical question.
No, you're good, man.
Are you ready? Key of C. C, F, and G.
C, F, and G. Old Faithful.
No.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Okay. Are you ready? Okay. That girl laid down the law just yesterday. Said the time has come to change your no good ways. 'Cause if I catch you high one more time, there'll be hell by the pay. I won't have you smoking that reefer every day. So I tried to quit cold turkey for the day. Went to work that morning, slaved myself away. But by the time I'd gotten home that night and put 6 beers away, I thought, is this just the time to smoke a J? Because I like getting stoned when I'm drunk. I said, I like getting stoned when I'm drunk. Brings me peace and comfort as life feels me harder than luck. I like getting stoned when I'm drunk. So my girl says, seems your troubles all too clear. You need to quit that no good booze each day of the year. Means there'll be no more coming home and drinking 27 beers, else you can pack your gear and get the hell out of here. So I tried to give up drinking for a spell. Went to work that morning, slaved like a pig from hell. But by the time the evening fell, I gotten home and spoke to dude. I thought, is this just the time to drink a brew? How about you? Because I like getting drunk when I'm stoned. I said, I like getting drunk when I'm stoned. Brings me joy and bliss beyond all pleasure ever known. I like getting drunk when I'm stoned. And I sure like getting stoned when I'm drunk. I like getting stoned when I'm drunk. Brings me peace and comfort as life deals me harder luck. I like getting stoned when I'm drunk. I sure like getting drunk once I'm stoned. I said I like getting drunk when I'm stoned. Brings me joy and bliss beyond all pleasure ever known. I like getting drunk when I'm stoned. Oh yeah, and I like getting stoned once I'm drunk. I said I like getting stoned when I'm drunk. It brings me peace and comfort as life deals me harder than luck. I like getting stoned when I'm drunk. And I also like getting drunk once I'm drunk. I said I like getting drunk when I'm drunk. I could quit wise, half trash,
I fucking love it.
but that's not half enough. Just I like getting drunk when I'm drunk. And I sure like getting stoned when I'm stoned. I said I like getting stoned when I'm stoned. I could quit while I was half-baked, but that's not why I'm known. I'm known for getting stoned when I'm stoned. And I play some music.
keep going. How many more verses are there?
I'm
holding
in the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
You rock.
You asked for the short version.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, yes, that was the most fabulous fucking shit I've ever heard. Please don't think I was laughing because it was fucking just badass. Oh my god.
Did you tell me?
I'll have to listen to them play that.
It's a
The myriad
25-year-old
of a
song.
number of other songs that
Very
you can
old.
hear
Right.
on YouTube.
Your song.
They're all pretty interesting, and
Make
they're all
sure-
based on a book that Craig wrote.
Yeah, they are.
Make sure though, as soon as we're finished with this cast here, make sure you do out a tweet with everything that you're telling me right there, and I'll make sure
And
I
I'll
post it to the
include a
fullest
bunch of
extent.
hashtags because I know I'm stoned and I know I'm not correct.
Well, I mean, it don't have to be exactly like right this second. I mean, just please do.
But there's a at Dank Sinatra. I hope he and his wife get to dance to that song because I know they like to
More
dance
than
to
just
that
us
song.
need to hear that shit. That was fucking
And
crazy.
at
I'm
Anthony
serious.
Buckley. Like I'll put this up on my page, sometime tonight. Definitely by the morning. Check it. I'll put some names up that I want to appreciate if they actually manage to stop in.
My foot is still tapping under this table.
I know. You know
I'm
what?
serious. I don't know why. I mean, I know he's done singing. I just going at it.
Sleep. Sometimes I have insomnia, and I'll try saying prayers like when I was a kid
Wait.
again.
Right here, Venom has just asked, and I put it up here. It says, "Where can I buy the single?" I'm serious.
I
You
know.
got to get that shit out there.
I've been telling them for years, and
Man.
I'm so grateful you guys enjoyed it. They're
It
letting
was
me
great.
have space to run this podcast, so it worked out really nicely.
I'm serious. Not just because you're on here or nothing like that. That's. I'm serious. That was fucking crazy. I mean, really.
It's a great deal of fun. Every weekend, I'm here with his wife. They're down here playing music until 5 a.m. We're up there watching horror movies.
Well, then what we
I
can
get to
do?
hang out with my 4-year-old nephew in the morning. He likes to watch scary movies with me.
Well,
He and his 7-year-old sister like to watch Ash versus the Evil Dead on Sunday mornings.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's pretty fun. They love it.
Well, what we can do then is not this weekend because I already have the shows lined up for this weekend. But I'd like to have you guys back for sure and them to sing again. I mean, yeah.
They have a ton of songs and they're awesome. They have characters. I really, really hope you go check it out. I also have some things recorded on my YouTube page. It's the only thing I've ever recorded on YouTube and put up. It's Homesick Billy and the B-Side Bands. And I'm at Michelle Jeanette with 2 N's and 2 T's, and there's 2 L's in Michelle. I'll put it up again on my.
I was going to say, yeah, we're all pretty high right now. You're going to definitely have to put that down on something for
It's
me.
all going to be, I'll put it all in a tweet. Or
Okay.
X or whatever the hell it's
Well,
called.
for what that song just meant to me deep inside, I feel that. I mean, I used to like to get more drunk than I was drunk when I wanted to drink to get drunk. So I'm going to take the screen because I'm high, but I want to get really high.
Okay,
So
please do.
I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. Is why I'm going to steal the screen for a minute.
Okay.
That's what we're doing. Ready? Hold on a minute.
More power to you, buddy.
Okay, guess what's happening? Chico.
No, that's what I call a bong.
I love it.
Well,
I love it.
This is my gravity bong made by Student Glass.
It
what it does-
amazes me. It amazes me what people are able to post on YouTube now.
This thing is
Like
like
to make the best use of gravity.
Honestly,
this thing is like $700 if you go to buy it off studentglass.com. I'm not playing.
Much cheaper if you can make it at home.
do you
Yes.
remember?
Or if you buy a knockoff, or you do a really good deal with the people that own the store that you got it from. I think I paid right at $400 for this, but I can't get over this. Just bear with me for a second. And yes, I know it needs cleaned. Somebody's going to comment.
It is very-
I'm well aware of that.
I know somebody who drank that kind of crap on a dare once.
Nope.
It's so
You know,
disgusting.
this part is mine. Of course, you can see it starting to come out through there now. So all you got to do is, if you want to get super high, you just have to keep flipping it. So once it gets to a certain point, then you have to pull it out.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How did you first get into smoking out of that kind of shit? He's putting like
I
a
can do it.
big ass water bottle thing over his head.
I can do it. That's what it was. Oh bullshit! I bet I can. Hold on a minute. That's what it was. It was. Oh man, I don't think you can do that. Here we go.
It's awesome. See, that just makes me want to smoke more. I don't know how you can smoke less around people who are smoking. That's just a little bit of a conundrum to me.
I don't know. I kind of know.
It's gonna be on YouTube. He's recording. There's people popping in and posting up comments but down there. I just can't read them right now because I'm stoned and I can't read on a screen that small.
Okay. Good, your turn.
Wait.
No. Man, that thing
Since
is
I
rough.
can't actually hit that, I'll hit this.
Hang on, we'll bring you in so you can see it. There we go.
That's
I'll hit
Delaware.
this
That's
pipe.
Delaware glass.
Yeah, it's my friend Brody made
Oh,
this.
beautiful.
Does he have a website or something that he sells his stuff on?
He does. I'm trying to remember the
His
name.
name
I
is
can't-
Stephen Brody, and he does blow glass, and he makes other kinds of pipes and stuff.
Pretty
He's
good
definitely
I'm trying to think
online.
of the name of his company though.
Yeah, we should find out what that is.
I'll try to
Starts
post
with a
that
B, I
for you.
think.
I'll post that for you
Banshee?
too.
Banshee.
Banshee glass.
Banshee?
Banshee.
Banshee?
Banshee.
Is it?
Spell it?
I don't know.
You just got another comment on here to put that on a track.
Banshee,
Yeah.
Banshee, like the TV show and the creature.
Yeah. What are you talking about? You know, do you hear what I said about
Actually, pretty
this?
darn talented. This is just one of his pipes.
Is that a cigarette?
You had yet another comment on here that says, put that on a track. I'm serious. That's the comment that was up there.
Thank you.
I love it.
We have a nice collection. We used to have a lot more, but there were accidents.
Well, I'm
There's
hot.
this one really nice glass bubbler from the 70s. What is it?
It was a ray gun from the 70s that was one of the
Ray
first break
gun.
and pull supposed kind of things that really became something that was from the late 70s.
So I'm kind
It
of
was-
curious. How many viewers do you average, if you don't mind me asking?
On average during the live feed or in general?
Yes.
Well,
What we're doing right now.
currently right now we have 10 active viewers as we're speaking. The very first show we were up to 38, but if you go on my YouTube channel, I've been doing it now for about 10 months. I'm at 469,000 views. I've got
Oh.
1,500.
Almost 500,000.
Super impressive.
Yeah, seriously, almost 500,000. I've got 1,527 subscribers on YouTube.
I feel all excited because I have like 340. I just learned how
And
to
is it not hard as hell though? I mean, but I will let you know this. Once you hit like that 350 to 400 mark, you'll see it jump really quick because it's like it gets thrown out there.
Well,
a lot
it
of mine-
jumped like 150 when I learned that my account was locked or something until
Yeah.
last week.
Well, a
have
lot of your
Like
Right.
a good 100, 130.
some of the things you have to watch.
And a
that
lot thanks to you. So thank you for like
Well,
wanting to have a show with some nobody like me. I was a preschool
But
teacher.
you're not a nobody though. You're a stoner like the rest of us.
Thank
You're a
you.
stoner from either a different era, a different state, a different way of smoking. I mean, I myself, I don't consider myself the hippie stoner. I just consider that the guy that everyone wants to go, hey man, let's go get stoned with that one guy. I want to be that one guy. That's what I want to be.
I'll be back.
I'm less of a hippie.
Well, no, I wasn't meaning it in that way. I'm
like
just
a couple of hippies. I'm more of I'm a preschool teacher, but I come across as a hippie. It makes it easier to dress.
you know what? You may as well.
Yeah. The braids are actually because my mom's best friend from college, Miss Midge, she had hair really long down to her ass too. You can see my braid. It's pretty long. And when I was a kid, my mom kept my hair short because I didn't like to get it done, and she liked to do the hair and the curlers and stuff. And she burned my ear. She burned my fucking ear. So I was like, no.
Oh,
So she kept it cut short in like one of those little Dorothy Hamill type haircuts or whatever. And I hated it. I was like, when I'm older, I'm gonna have hair like Miss Midge. So
that's hilarious.
it's because she did. You know?
Sorry, I'm high in
It
this
works
podcast.
for me. People like it. They seem to like it. Do you like it?
Yeah,
I made
that's
great tips when I bartended. I did bartend for a long
I
time.
can see you now. Somebody found a light, and there you are.
This was a keyboard
Let
light.
there be light.
Let there be light.
Hello.
Who are you? You're not the same person I've been talking to. Yeah.
Yes, I am. Why? Do I look old? Ugly?
No, I'm messing with you, really.
Okay.
Well, some tips I can give you on the YouTube channel, depending on how your channel runs, what you do on it. Mine are just strictly me smoking. There's, I think, maybe 4 videos of my dog on there, and maybe a couple of helicopter ones, just of things that I found when I was out. You have to watch what your hashtags are, because if somebody doesn't like it when they see it, they can report it. They won't remove it, but it'll age restrict it. So it's no longer in that list.
I just created it, and it's just hashtag kooky and spooky, and kooky and spooky are in caps. But
We'll make sure that you.
I don't even know what I actually did. What is? I was like, I created a hashtag. Am I allowed to do that? And people were like, of course you're allowed to do that. But I don't actually know what it means, other than
all it is. What it is if, for instance, right now we're doing Dank Dungeon Chronicles, right? It's hashtag Dank Dungeon Chronicles. So when you click on YouTube or on Twitter and it goes to trending or whatnot, when you type in what you're looking for, if you type in Dank Dungeon Chronicles, or if you're reading down through the summary where it's lit up in blue, if you click that, it'll take you to every single person out there that has hashtag that specific word or that specific phrase.
Okay.
Next time you go on Twitter, like have you put it on your Twitter post yet?
If I say kooky and spooky, then my profile will come up because I put it in my profile.
Well, have you ever went to like search anything that's trending or anything like that on your?
I'll put in hashtag now watching.
Okay, so
like that.
Whenever you search something, if you say to search the spooky and kooky and spooky. Sorry, I'm high, so I'm not dyslexic. I don't think I'm not missed it. Either way, we'll get on there again. I promise. Excuse me. It'll show you latest, most viewed, people, and something. I think media is the other one. So if you were just to put a picture on there and you tagged it with that, it would go in that column. But if you hit on the all, then you see everything. But if you want to see people who are associated with that hashtag, like the hashtag for the Dank Dungeon, is in my profile. So whenever somebody types that in and then they hit profile, it'll show you who's associated with that. It's not. I don't think you own it. I don't know how that works.
I don't think it either.
I really don't know how they work. I just know there are ways to find people and to find different conversations if you want them.
Okay.
I do know behind them.
Awesome. That I think I actually understood it. Like I feel really bad because I've had my Twitter account or whatever forever, but I only created it to play Smurfs because I got free Smurf berries every day if I posted. And that's all I did. And then I stopped playing the game. And then
what the fuck is that?
I did. I know it's ridiculous. I
bought myself an $840,000 tablet just to play Pokemon Go. I ain't worried about it.
I got mugs.
Hey, will you give me a ride to the store and loan me 48 cents for a can of pop? I don't want that shit. I gotta go play Pokemon Go. I can't drive.
I got mugs in 2010, 2011, and that's when I finally gave in and got my first iPhone. And when I did, I got a game on it, and it was this. They had a Smurfs game. I was like, no shit. It's free and it looks fun.
Okay, I'm so sorry. While you're talking, I have to catch up because I had my screen frozen on this side over here.
Oh.
And you've had people ask questions and comment and everything for a while. So you continue to talk, and I'm going to start putting some of these up here. Everyone, I am sorry. I kept looking. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of people in here for nobody talking. Because I went up and hit the wrong button.
I'm enjoying talking because you know what?
It's killing me.
I really do love the Twitter universe at this point. It's so much fun. When I got pneumonia, I started getting on in the middle of the night because everybody was asleep. There's nobody to text. I was like, oh, well, there's always funny memes.
Right.
And there's always something that I can look up. And I get on in the middle of the night, and then I found that I was like staying up until like 8, 9 in the morning and just taking a nap. I was like, I'm not going to get better this way. I got to put Twitter down. I just haven't been able to. So it's really just been since the fall that I've gotten back into it. I think I've met a lot of great people to follow.
Good feedback.
It's good. And that's the thing is, I had a question a long time ago. If you were to go and look and see how many posts I have on Twitter, it's like 65,000. But it's not me doing it. It's like when you and I met. You started liking my comments or you started liking my posts. I'm not going to be one of those people that they put this stigma on calling them subtweeters. Anybody that commented on that shit back when they first started doing Twitter, it was the worst thing in the world to comment on somebody's Twitter post.
Right.
I will retweet and comment on each and every person that does it as long as it's not political, belligerent, hatred, anything like that. Because if you're going to take the time to answer my question or to get your point out there, I want everybody else to see it. That's how I think a lot of people have gotten followers through me. It's not that I'm trying to say I'm better than anyone. I want you guys to know that if you take the time to do this for me, I'm going to do it for you. Same with right here.
Am I the only one that feels that they need to create an entirely separate social platform for political shit? I'm about to stop following John Cusack because he sends like 30 fucking tweets a day about what's going on in another country that we can't affect, especially not him.
I really wish that they would, honestly, because it's like, well, this is what I do. Facebook is for family, Twitter's for me. And I put that on Facebook.
That's
one
what I
time.
do too.
Yep.
It's family and close friends. I use it for Messenger. Messenger is great.
Yep, that's all I use mine for too. I might go on every once in a while with my kids' birthdays or maybe my birthday to thank somebody. No, I don't like getting on there anymore.
I like the way Twitter works, the way it scrolls.
Yep.
It makes sure that you never feel like you're going to leave old posts behind because it'll post
Right.
them back up. So you always catch what somebody says, even if it's 12 hours later or 6 days later, you go find it. And that will spark that conversation and that idea and that memory back up.
And that's the way it is with the hashtag, for instance. So like if you're gone for a day or two off your phone and you want to know if anybody's talking about your specific hashtag, if you go to your search bar, hit the search, and when it'll pop up, just either hit latest tweets or it's either popular or latest, whatever the first one is, but it will show you how often it's been done. It's not a private program you have to have because I can search the same exact thing. But other than that, you guys are kicking ass. I'm still trying to catch up on these. I can't read them all, but
what's going on over there?
I'm trying. It is. People really want
let
to.
Let me give you.
Okay, wait.
I'll hit the ball and I'll give you a minute or two to catch up on.
Okay. Well, Tammy says I'll subscribe to her YouTube once you're found. So when we're finished, if you'll put your YouTube, their YouTube, everybody's on there, and we'll all share it out again. So
mind you, I have not mastered the YouTube yet.
Okay. Well, do they have a YouTube, right?
I'm still learning things on Twitter. This is a very new experience for me, and I would love for you to keep talking to me, even through tweets. Help me learn it.
Absolutely.
Because I really enjoy it, and I want to interact better.
Okay. Now they have the YouTube channel then, right? The band does? The band.
Oh yes, they do too. They have.
Well, are you high? Shit.
Greg.
No, well, now, see, don't do it because you're going to tell me again, and I'm going to forget
I think it's at.
Quit. That's what I'm saying. When we're done, you're going to have to put it in a post and give it to me or send it to me because that's what I'm trying to tell everybody over here. I'm too high. But if somebody can say it clearly, everyone who's watching right now, this is where you can find the band at this web address / YouTube address, whichever social media. Feel free.
You can go to YouTube, type in Homesick Billy and the B-side band. The most important part of that is Homesick Billy because there are a dozen different bands that have been called the B-side band, but there is only one Homesick Billy that I'm aware of.
Is it B-I-L-L-Y? No, he's good. Is it B-I-L-L-Y?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Because what I'm doing, read it off to me again, because I'm going to type it and put it in the comments, and then I'll put it up on the bottom.
Newark, Delaware. Newark, Delaware.
Okay, well,
I don't know if that helps.
I want to. It don't help at all. I said I'm going to type in as my comment the name of the band so I can put it up on the screen so it'll be up there for everybody to see it.
You can see it.
So
okay, Homesick.
Homesick. One word.
One word. Okay.
Homesick.
Gotcha.
Billy. B-I-L-L-Y.
Okay.
And sign. And not A-N-D, but
gotcha.
The and sign. The B-side band.
B as in one letter.
Capital B.
Okay.
B-side band.
Okay. Come close to your screen and read this when I put it up on here and tell me if it's right.
Let me take a look.
Hang on. Takes about 30 seconds for all my comments to come back up because I fell way behind.
Okay. I'm waiting for it.
How about that?
That's correct.
So everybody right now, if you want to jump
in, you can type it into the search engine on YouTube or on Google. I mean, we're on other websites. Definitely on Reverb Nation.
Okay.
So that'll pull up multiple hits.
What I'll do after the show.
Reverb Nation. There's at least one other one, but I can't think of what it's called off the top of my head.
Okay. Thank you very much again for singing on here tonight. I really appreciate it. I'll make sure I can do my best to get you guys Because what I'll do is I'll search you and then I'll share it.
Band play.
Thank you.
It's awesome that you let
Oh,
them.
it is. And everybody that's been commenting through it, because when we're finished, you're able, if you want to go back through and watch it, or they want to watch either on YouTube or on your Twitter, all the comments that have come up, I've done my best to try to keep up with the ones that I didn't mention. So they'll be able to see, there was a lot of interest in it the whole time. So what I'll do is we're going to go ahead and end the show if that's okay, because we're at the hour and 15 mark, and my feet are cold because my dog opened that fucking door again.
I think my YouTube is at Michelle Jeanette 7272, and Michelle Jeanette is all one word and all lowercase. But I'll
for sure check it to make sure and put it in a post or tag it in the post that I do when I tag their band in the post.
Okay.
I do want to thank all of you guys for coming tonight. I really do, and I will once you're not having us. Absolutely.
Please keep interacting. I would love to keep telling you.
Well, and also you guys, you'll get 2 of these since, you're getting one, but they'll get one too. These are
awesome.
The limited edition Dank Dungeon. Peek over here so you can see it. Can you see it?
Yeah, can you see it, Craig?
Over here.
Yeah, hashtag Dank
This is the name of my studio. And the only people who get these hashtag Dank Dungeon stickers like this are people who have been on Dank Dungeon Chronicles. This is episode 4. So you're going to get one as well as Michelle, because Michelle was the guest, and thank you so much for singing it. So I'm going to send this to you through her, if that's okay.
Been a pleasure.
It's been excellent.
I mean, it's really, and I want to do everything I can to make sure that everybody figures out who you guys are, because this is great.
Please, I really want to be able to do more. It's just, I'm sorry if I was horrible. I really am. Like, this is honestly the first time I've ever done anything like this.
This is the fourth show, but you're fine. That's what I want. I want to know
stories.
I want to keep up with the stoner community is what I want to do. Yeah. I'm shooting. I've had actually 3 guests from 3 different states, and I would love to hit 1 guest from every state.
I think it's nice that we are just sitting here talking. And I do want to learn so much more. That's why I started following you and so many other people in the community.
And I do appreciate that.
I'm kind of tired of being that person who, I don't care, but I'm tired and not bothering to get to know.
Right.
Like, I like to look at, I used to like to look at the pictures, but now I'm starting to read the stuff and learn a little more.
Don't read and follow the things I do. It will corrupt your mind.
No, that's not really possible, darling. It isn't. I go to Burning Man.
We're not. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Sad Stoner Blues is another song.
It was actually written about the same person.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have another.
All right. Well, I should let you get to your Saturday night, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just going to close it out with thanking you again very much for coming on. Well, wait. I wanted you to pronounce your @ and tell me why you're.
Oh, my @ yes, I will tell you the story behind that. It's a pretty quick one. My @ handle is, I guess it's and I'll spell it VANITHEE. It's a Gaelic word.
2.
You got it?
The number 2 is at the end of that.
Yeah. Oh, number 2. Yeah. Sorry. Hi.
It's right here on the bottom of the screen, right now.
Yeah.
Right there.
You got it, guys? All right. Now
please.
This is a Gaelic word. And it's either Irish or Scottish. Either one. It's spelled a little differently, one. But it's a word that means lady of the houses and ladies and lords back in the day when there were still clans. And each area, like if you ever watched Outlander, different areas. So vanity mirrors are actually connected to that because the ladies of the houses were the only ones who usually were wealthy enough to own their own mirror.
That's awesome.
Hence, the woman of the house is looking in the mirror.
Nice.
Mirrors. But it's pronounced vanity.
Vanity.
Or vanity.
Who knows?
It's not pronounced vanity. I know that. Like, not how we say it in America anyway.
I think I'm high.
I'm definitely high, and I need to get a little higher.
Okay, well, thank you again for coming on tonight, and I also need to thank I'm sorry, I am so high. I need to also thank Get Lit with Kit because they're the ones who made these stickers for me. So
excellent.
I told them that these things they had these things done and to me within 3 days. Of course, I'm calling it 3. It was 4. It wasn't their fault because they got hit with the same amount of snow we did, and everything just went all kind of clusterfuck there for a little bit. So I told them until I run out of these and I need more, and they're going to give me more, I'm going to tell everyone about them. Perfect, cheapest prices, and so fast, so great. And you guys, of course, are going to get one.
And also, I love that I'm going to get them.
I don't know where my other sticker went to. Janky with 2 E's, XXR, of course. Where did it go? There it is. Which is your Bongmaster Rob logo. Everybody's seen that. And if anybody out there wants to shoot to the website running across the bottom of the screen, all the proceeds to that is going to try to push me out over to Niagara Falls. Not to jump over Niagara Falls, but to go there. I don't care if I have to start selling ass. I'm going to make my way up there to that thing because I want to do exactly what I'm doing right now, but with people that are up there in that convention building.
I've always wanted to go. I'm a little jealous of you.
I didn't even know it existed until Jay from the 420 Arcade mentioned it to me, and I went, "Yeah, that's pretty cool." And then I thought, "Damn, that's not that far off." And I don't think that's too far off for money wise because it's about 8 hours away from me, roughly, maybe 10, depending on how fast you drive.
Right.
So I don't have to fly. I just have to find a place to stay once I get there, and then. Thank you very much, Zen. Zen's following you now, so you have one extra follower regardless.
Help me learn and help me have fun, and I will do the same.
And thank you once again for joining us for episode 4 on Dank Dungeon Chronicles, Michelle.
Thank you for having me. When I said I'd shoot with you sometime, I didn't know you'd take me seriously, and I really
you're not the only one so far that put it in the comments. Like, how do I get on there? Just ask me. Send me. I don't care.
You're very easy to talk to, and you made this first time experience very easy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, I hope you guys have a great evening. I hope everyone who showed up tonight had a great evening. I really hope you enjoyed the song, and please follow the next tweets that we're going to put out here because you guys have got to follow these guys out there on Twitter. I'm sorry, not Twitter because I'm high again. Please, I'm going to do it right here. Go to YouTube. Let me see my fingers right here. Homesick Billy and the B-side band right there. You see it?
Yeah.
Coach him. Play that song again because I'm going to keep sharing this feed over and over again until everybody else does, and along with that song.
That's so fantastic.
I mean, yeah, it's going to go further than what you think. That is one badass song. Thank you so much for introducing us to them and introducing to that song. You have a great evening.
I will too.
Bye bye.